I told my family I'm done with my half-siblings and their psycho dad, even though it's breaking my mom's heart. So here's the situation. Before my mom married my dad, she was with this absolute nightmare of a guy named Rick. They had 2 kids together, but she divorced him because he was into drugs, alcohol, and apparently had some serious anger issues with weapons. Everyone in our family agrees Rick was bad news. My half-siblings were only 1 and 3 when mom left Rick and married my dad. Rick absolutely hated that mom found someone better, so he made our lives hell for years. He'd show up at family events and call my dad names, tell my mom she was a terrible mother, and he turned my half-siblings against us. Then my parents had me when I was born. Rick's hatred got 10 times worse. This grown man would threaten to hurt a baby, me. He'd call me horrible names, and my half-siblings would repeat everything he said because they thought their dad was right about everything. I have memories from when I was like 4 years old of my half-siblings screaming that I wasn't really their brother and calling me the same nasty words their dad used. Every time I saw Rick at their school events or sports games, he'd make me cry. I'm talking about a grown man making a little kid sob just by looking at him wrong. When I was 7, Rick completely snapped and physically attacked my dad at a grocery store parking lot. Beat him up so bad that dad was in the hospital for 10 days with a broken jaw and fractured ribs. Rick got sent to prison for assault, and finally we had some peace. While Rick was locked up, my half-siblings lived with us full-time. Mom and dad spent thousands of dollars on therapy, trying to help them understand that what their dad did was wrong. But instead of getting better, they blamed my dad for their father being in prison. They blamed me for existing and causing all the drama. The second Rick got out of prison 2 years later, my half-siblings moved back in with him immediately. They told mom if she wanted to see them, she had to accept that they would always choose Rick over our family. They said even if Rick hurt me or dad again, they'd still take his side. And here's the crazy part. My mom and our whole extended family just accepted this. They started inviting Rick to family gatherings so my half-siblings would show up. This man who put my dad in the hospital was suddenly welcome at Christmas dinner because my cousins and aunts didn't want to lose contact with my half-siblings. Every family event became a nightmare for me. Rick would make nasty comments under his breath, call me names when adults weren't listening, and basically act like I didn't deserve to exist. But everyone pretended everything was fine because my half-siblings were there. Last week, mom told me my oldest half-sibling is graduating college in June and the whole family wants to attend. She expects me to sit there and celebrate while Rick probably whispers threats in my ear the whole time. I finally told her I'm done. I'm not going to the graduation, and I don't want anything to do with my half-siblings anymore. They made their choice when they picked someone who abuses me over their own mother. Mom started crying and saying I'm tearing the family apart. My aunts and uncles are all upset, telling me I'm being selfish and that family is forever. Even my dad thinks I should keep trying for mom's sake. But I asked them all the same question. Why should I have a relationship with people who don't care if I get hurt? They've never once stood up for me. They've never told their dad to stop being cruel to me. They don't even admit I'm their brother. I'm 16 years old and I'm tired of being everyone's punching bag just so mom can pretend she has a perfect blended family.